Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to mod Baldur's Gate 3 on my Steam Deck, Steam OS. Alright, it's been requested quite a few times. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, I'm going to use Lutris. So if you don't have it, go to your Discover Software Center and type Lutris in the search area on the top left. Okay, so see this orange beaver thing? Install it. Alright, I have mine installed, so I'm just going to launch. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so the second thing you need is to go and download the Vortex Mod Manager, the installation file. It's on the description. All right, so this is the exe. I already have mine downloaded. All right, if you don't, go to the link in the description. Okay, and also my game is here. Home, games. Right, Baldur's Gate 3. This is my game folder, all right? It's a non-Steam version. If you're using the Steam version, the location is different, but the process is basically the same. So, yeah, just follow along, all right? Okay. Okay, and then now we're going to open up the Lutris, okay? And then go to the top left, click the plus button, add game. And then here at the bottom, add locally installed game. I'm going to call it Vortex Mod Manager in the name. And then runner, I'm going to select wine. Okay. Game options, executable. Okay. Locate the Vortex Mod Manager installation file, which is here for me, the exe. Okay. And then wine prefix. All right. We're going to define our own wine prefix. Wine prefix is the Windows environment. It's the folder containing the Windows environment to launch your games. Okay, and like Vortex in this instance. Okay, so you can put it anywhere you want. Normally, I put it in my documents. So I'm going to create a new folder here called prefixes. And then inside that, I'm just going to call another one called Vortex. So this is the prefix folder I'm going to. It's just an empty folder. Okay. Just an empty folder. Go to the wine prefix and then I'm going to select it. All right, so documents, prefixes, Vortex. That's where I'm going to put my prefix folder. And then runner options, I'm going to use wine version wine GE 824 x86 64 default. I'm pretty sure other wine versions work, but yeah, I'm just going to use this one. Okay, and then that's it. Save. Okay, and then I'm going to run Vortex Mod Manager. So play, and then you can see it's going to create my prefix folder inside. So this was before, it was an empty folder. Now it's populating. All right, it's going to create that Windows environment it's needed to run your installation. All right, I'm going to use the default destination folder. So I'm going to install it into C drive, program files, Blacktree Gaming Limited, Vortex. Click install and let it do its thing. All right. So if this is your kind of thing, if you like gaming handhelds, especially the Steam Deck, we talk a lot about emulation, mods like this video, cheats, trainers, stuff like that. And also how to get Windows games running on the Steam Deck Steam OS. That's basically all we talk about. So please consider subscribing. Okay, so Vortex just finished installing. I'm not going to run it. So finish. Okay, so it installed here. So drive C, if you remember, program files, Blacktree Gaming, Vortex. Okay, so this is the installation file, a folder. I'm going to copy this location because I'm not going to run the installer again. I'm going to run the installed program. So go to configure, game options. I'm going to change the directory, the executable. Go change the location. All right. So go here and paste that location. Click on the tick mark. Then I'm going to select vortex.exe. So that's what I want to run now. Okay, save. Okay, now let's load Vortex Mod Manager. Okay, let it run. Okay, so we can see the splash screen. Okay, it's loading up. Okay, so we don't have the dependency, which is the .NET 6. Okay, so just click here, fix, and it'll do its thing automatically. See the bottom left? It's downloading the installer, and then it's going to install it by itself. You don't have to press anything. It's just going to install, and then it's done. Click OK, and it's done. Okay, and then go here on the top right, the notification. All right, so it says extension updated, please restart. All right, so let's just restart. Click restart. All right, so it's got to restart. So make sure all the notifications, you don't have any errors there. If you have errors, it might not work. Okay. So now we don't have any notifications. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Now go to games. If I can. Customize your dashboard. Okay. That thing seems to be working right now. All right. I'm just going to alternate F4. Kind of wonky. So let's run it again. Okay, it's booting up. Okay, I don't like this full screen. So I'm just going to make it smaller. If I can. All right, here it is. I like it windowed. Okay. So now I'm going to go to games. And then I'm going to search for Baldur's Gate. All right, Baldur's Gate. And then click manage. Okay, it didn't find the folder manually. So we're going to find it here. So it's best to put it into the C drive. So my computer C drive, it's not here right now. So I need to put it there. Okay, so what do? I go to, this is the prefix folder. All right, so click the tick. So I need to put it here in drive C. All right, so let me open a new tab. And if you remember, my game is in home, games, and Baldur's Gate 3. This is the folder. So I'm just going to drag it over to drive C here and move it. I'm going to move the whole game folder right here. All right. So go back to my Vortex C drive. You can see Baldur's Gate 3, the folder is here. I'm going to select this. So C drive, Baldur's Gate 3, open. And then it's going to automatically detect stuff. All right. And make sure. All right. So define tool is missing. This is a tool that's required for modding. Okay. So just click download and it'll do its thing. It'll download by itself. See here. All right. It's downloading and then it will install it by itself. So it's installing. Okay. So I'm going to click replace the existing mod. Okay. Continue. Okay. Let it deploy. All right. So let's check out the notification. All right. So we still have some errors. So fail to write load order. So I think we need to, like it says, please run the game at least once and create a profile in game. Okay. So I guess that's because we don't have that. So that's an error. It's red. So I think we need to fix that. Okay. So now go back into the Vortex. I'm going to add a locally installed game. And then I'm going to call it Baldur's Gate 3. Runner. I'm going to wine. Game options. I'm going to select. So if you remember, my prefix folder is here. Documents, prefix, Vortex. And then drive C. I'll put the game folder here. Baldur's Gate 3. And then inside is the bin. And then bg3.exe. That's the exe I want to run for the game. the wine prefix folder, I'm going to use the same folder as the Vortex. Okay. So documents, prefixes, Vortex. Okay. So this is the prefix folder I'm going to use. So everything's, the Vortex and the game are sharing the same prefix folder, right? Run options to wine. That's okay. Save. Okay. Let's run the game. Run the game. So if you remember, it says that we need to run the game at least once to generate the in-game profile. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So if you're on the Steam version, all right, you have to locate your game folder and your prefix folder, all right? So I'll show you how to do that after. And since you need, this is kind of special. Some like this game, you need to run the game at least once. So I think the best way to do it is install Vortex Mod Manager, the prefix folder. Use the game's prefix folder that Steam created. All right. So you got to install Vortex Mod Manager inside the game's prefix folder. That's like a different way to do it, because the Steam version, you're not going to move the game folder around. But yeah, that's a little bit different if you're using the Steam version. Okay, so I think this is the game profile thing. We have to set that up. All right, so let's take a look. This is the vanilla version. All right, so if you're not familiar with this game, let me just show you when I download a mod later, so you'll know the difference. You'll know that the mod is working. So I'm going to go to the customize my character. Okay. Okay. All right. You can see. Okay. See the elf. I'm using an elf, right? So let me edit the appearance. You see here, I can't add horns to this character. All right. All right. So horns are only for like this character, something like this. Like if you edit appearance, you got horns here, right? Right. Well, there's a mod that adds more horns, and also the horns can be like added to like characters like human. All right. So human also doesn't have horns. All right. You can't add horns to her. All right. So take note of that. This is the vanilla version. Okay. Let's quit the game. Quit the game. Okay. So Vortex Mod Manager. More. Okay. All right, let's restart. Let's restart Vortex Mod Manager, and since we already played the game once, I think that error is gone. All right, let's open Vortex Mod Manager again. So once you've done all this, you can easily add and turn off mods. So it's very convenient if you have a lot of mods for this game, because this game has lots and lots of mods. Okay. All right. So that message is gone. That message is gone, but it says here, Vortex may appear frozen at the moment while repairing this. Okay. So I think we need to repair this. Let's click repair. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but yeah. So just always keep note of this notification. All right. And here's the recommended mod. All right. So for Baldur's Gate 3, there's a mod called Baldur's Gate 3 Mod Fixer. All right. This is needed for most of the mods. So that's why we're going to download this. So it brings you to the download page. Okay. Just go here. Files. All right. Manual download. Slow download. All right. I think you have to log in. So if you're not logged in, log into Lexis Mods. Okay, so I have my zip file. So I'm going to open it. All right. So this is the zip file. Okay. So I'll just go to mods. All right. And then I just drag the zip file here. And then it's going to install it. All right. So mod fixer. Okay, so deployed. It's green. All right, so it looks good. Okay, this is, I don't know what this is. Export tool. Never installed. Maybe I just install it. So continue. Failed to read pack. Make sure you are using the latest version of lslib. Okay. lslib. Okay, so I guess this is not working. So install, continue. Failed to read pack. Okay. I don't think that's something we need. So let's forget about this at the moment. I don't know what this is. All right. Now, let's see what other mods we have. All right. So that horns mod I was talking about. Okay, let's go to mods, most endorsed. Most endorsed. And there's this one. All right. So I've downloaded it before. So horns of Buren. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Okay. So files. And then I'm going to manual download. And so I've already got this mod fixer. All right. So I need this improved UI release ready. All right. So I need this mod. So make sure you go here and manual download this. Okay. Slow download. Okay. So it's downloading. And then I'm going to download the horns thing. So slow download again. Let it download. Okay. So this is the improved UI. Okay, so go here, go to mods. Okay, drag and drop. So I'm going to drag it here. Okay, install the improved UI. This is needed for my horns mod. Okay, and then horns. Where is it? Okay, here it is. So I'm going to drag this, drag it here. Installing. Okay, so everything looks good right now. This export tool, I don't think I need this. I think this is just related to this lslib and it's already installed. All right, so yeah, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Let's run the game again. See if the mods are working. Play. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So it is a little bit complicated at the start, but once you've set everything up and then you're installing different types of mods and then enabling them and disabling them, it's a lot easier to manage, right? So it might be overwhelming at the start to do all this, to install mods, but trust me, once you've got it all set up, it's good. Especially for games like this, like Skyrim, Stardew Valley, and Baldur's Gate 3. Like, there's so many mods, and if you're like installing them, then you know you get lost. All right. Okay, so new game. All right, let's see if we can install those horns onto humans and different races. If we can, it means the mods are working. Okay. So elf, I'm using the elf right now. Edit appearance. All right, you can see here, I've got horns. See? I can add horns to my elf, which I couldn't do before. So this is new. This shows that the mod is working. All right. Let's see for humans. So we can add horns to any race now. So the race human. Edit appearance. All right, so yeah, see here, horns. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's just quit out of it so we know everything's working. All right, so if you're on the Steam version, which I think a lot of people are, let me show you how it's done. All right. So it's basically the same, but because the location is different, all right, for everything, basically everything. All right. So if you're on Steam, go to your home, so your Dolphin home. Make sure you click this, the 3 lines, and show hidden files. This is checked. All right. So your location should be in here. This hidden folder .steam, Steam apps. All right. And then your game folder should be in here, common. All right. So you should have it inside this folder. You should have something called Baldur's Gate 3. All right. That's the game folder, but the prefix folder is inside here, the compat data. All right. And you need to know where it is. So what you should do is you should go to Proton Tricks. So if you don't have it, go to the Discover store, search Proton, and then download this wine glass thing. All right. Download this, launch it. And then you should have your game. And then like you should probably see, I don't have that game on my Steam. So you should have Baldur's Gate 3 and then there's a number. All right. So that number matches to the folder number on compat data. So that's where your prefix folder is. All right. So this is just exactly the prefix folder. All right. See, the prefix folder is the drive C. All right. So when you install Vortex Mod Manager, make sure that your game options, the wine prefix, is in this location. All right. In this location. So your prefix folder. Right, the number is different, so just locate your prefix folder and make sure that the Vortex Mod Manager prefix folder is there. It's set to there, and also, once you've got that, see the drive C, you probably want to move your Steam apps, so common, so your game folder, you probably have to move it to inside that prefix folder for it to manage the game. And then once you're finished modding your game, you probably have to move your whole game folder back into the common folder back here. So it's a little bit complicated for Steam users, but that's just how it is. All right. I actually prefer using the non-Steam version of the game because it's a lot easier to manage. And especially if you want to use trainers such as Vmod, yeah, I can do that. I could actually put them all in the same prefix folder and I could mod my game and I could run trainers on it. So it's a lot easier. But yeah. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.